This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Look at that.
It's Monday.
Everyone have a nice weekend, I hope.
I don't know if it was a nice weekend. I had to babysit for 2 days.
Well, now, this is where you got in trouble.
I babysat for 2 days.
With the Twitter people and everything. They say...
The Twitter people?
They say you're not babysitting. It's your kid, you're not babysitting.
Parents understand. If you're a parent, you understand. Sometimes you're a father, and sometimes you're just watching the clock and babysitting. I had both kids for the whole weekend.
How'd that work out for you?
It was all right. I don't have any real stories to be honest with you.
Get any sleep?
Not really.
No, huh?
Not really. Because the young one still gets up a few times during the night.
Oh, just go to sleep.
And I don't have the titty.
You don't have the titty?
I don't have the titty. But she's in the middle of like breastfeeding and bottles. So I took the bottle. And at one point, it was kind of weird. I had to kind of cradle her like this, and then kind of put the bottle like it might be a titty.
How do they know where you're putting it? It's just like
it must be the position she's used to. So I was able to trick her.
Yeah.
And then she drank the milk and crashed and blah, blah, blah.
Did you say April Fouls?
No April Fouls.
You can't judge her for making that mistake. You know, even in adulthood, people make gender errors at times. It's certainly understandable how the youngster would be confused.
Then I waited all day for the Jets game. That was my one excitement for the weekend.
Yeah.
And they got fucking blown out.
Oh, is that what happened?
You didn't watch.
I didn't
watch.
watch.
They're your team, I thought.
I wasn't bleeding jet screen this weekend.
No. 49-9, I guess, was the final. I gave up at halftime. I knew this was a bust. Jets are having a schizo year. Win one, lose one, win one, lose one, win one, lose one.
Did the Giants play?
Now? Yeah, Giants beat the Eagles.
Oh, they finally won.
I think they got 2 wins in a row now, the Giants. So they're making a run at mediocrity.
Good for them.
And then I just was telling you, and we should talk about it on the air a little bit, I saw that damn fucking HBO documentary, Life According to Sam, because of you.
Oh yeah, the little Progeria kids.
And we've had our fun with the Progeria thing over the years.
Well, we sure have, because I'm just a regular kid.
That's pretty much it.
This Sam kid, my God.
It was pretty good documentary.
Yeah, I had some tears.
Pretty amazing. You're watching, you're just like, oh man, and it's the old typical thing that everybody says. You bitch about things in your life and you don't realize how good you have it. And you see this fucking kid who's his life expectancy is like a mayfly,
12 or 13.
Yeah. And he's all fucked up. He's got arthritis and cardiovascular problems, all kinds of shit that goes along with old age.
Not a hint of a hair on his head.
Oh my God, a nose like a fucking eagle's beak.
Giant noses on the Progeria kids.
Oh, it's amazing.
Proving that, that shit continues growing your entire life.
And then, and he's totally fucking cool with it. He's
a cool kid. I was telling Anthony, we bitching and complain about the PC shit, but the PC stuff does help in some ways.
Yeah.
They showed the kid, Sam, at his school, walking the hallways. Everyone's high-fiving him, saying, hey, Sam.
Yeah.
And, of course, the documentary cameras are filming, so you're going to be a little cooler. But you could kind of read between the lines and realize that he's completely accepted at school.
Yeah.
And if we had a Progeria kid when we were growing up, he would not be accepted.
You don't think so, huh?
No.
Yeah, it would have been weird.
So I like that type of thing, I guess, has changed a bit.
Yeah.
And then he's like rattling off all his friends that have died because basically he knows every Progeria kid in the world.
Of course.
It's kind of like
250 of them or something.
It's kind of like if you drive a black SUV, you know all the other black SUVs. I got to wave to this guy because he has the same car as me. And Progeria is the same way. If you got it, I guess you got to know every Progeria kid in the world.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is 250. There's only 250 Progeria kids in the world. And then, you were talking about this documentary last week, and I quickly had to watch it because I some of the stuff you said now I want to discuss really fast.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you not give the drug to every single kid?
I know, isn't it?
I know they have their rules and stuff, but you're talking about 250 kids where it's guaranteed they're going to die by I want to say 20, but that would be amazing.
Top end. Yeah.
Most of them are going to die at 15 years old.
Yeah.
Even 15 would be amazing.
Yeah.
So what do they have to lose, especially if the parents are willing to sign away their rights?
Yeah, it really is an exceptional circumstance that they should take into consideration. But they treat it like every other drug that has to go through all the motions and the process, which takes years. And
you got to get your paper published.
Yes, you got to get your paper published. It's such a weird thing.
And they might deny your paper, and that means it could be over. But this mom was not going to take no for an answer.
And there's a protocol of test subjects that have to take placebos.
Right.
And you would do that if it's an illness that people have time for.
Right.
But they don't have time.
Yeah, this mom's like, look, I'm in charge of this whole thing. I can't do the placebo.
Yeah.
I can't have. I think it was 16 in the trial.
Yeah.
16 kids. I can't have a few of these kids with the placebo.
Choose 8 kids that you're just pretty much sentencing.
Was it
to
half
death
and half the placebo thing?
I'm pretty sure they do half and half with the placebo. Yeah.
So that was emotional in the movie because she knew that was going to fuck up her paper because usually you need the placebo, and she's like, I can't do the placebo because I really think this one drug that we're testing is going to help in some way.
Yep.
And
it's not a cure, obviously, but it's a viable treatment.
Right. But Sam's a cool kid.
It was good. Yeah.
He's rattling off the names of everyone he's known that has died. He's too young to know that shit.
Yeah. And at school, helping out other kids and stuff.
Right.
It was just, it's weird because you look at him and you don't know what to make of it because there's been so little information about these little fuckers.
Right.
And then you see him talking about things and you realize it's like, wow, how the fuck do you even get past the fact that you have a disease that 250 people have in the whole world?
And then why would you...
And not just sit there and curse this supposed God.
What I was amazed at is they show him in school trying, and then... I don't want to give a lot of the documentary away. I mean, the basic stuff, I guess we can. Wins all sorts of awards at the end of the school year. I'm like, what? I would have just sat there.
Yeah, really. Just
especially in the
sit there.
Especially in the classes you have no interest in. Why would you try at that?
Yeah.
Did you say mean things when you felt emotional? I would always do that if I felt emotional. Just say mean, inappropriate things so I don't cry.
Like, you little fucking Star Trek alien head kid.
Yeah, just so the tears don't come. You say something awful to
I don't
divert
mind. I don't mind getting a little teary-eyed every once in a while.
I just tighten my nipple clamps. It is weird, though, and you realize, you're like, look, and we've had him on the show a few times, you realize how totally despicable Maury Povich is.
Well, let's play Maury on this one.
What an awful human being Maury is. I mean, sure, we've had our share of bashing little Progeria kids on this show, but we've never gone under the guise of helping or educating people or anything, which is what Maury does when he has them on. But meanwhile, with Maury, it's a fucking hurry.
It's a sideshow.
Give us your nickels. See the little old man kid.
But then he gives them like a gift certificate for Fridays or something, and then it's okay at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
You and your family are going to eat at Fridays.
You're going to have some stuffed cheese, bacon, potato skins to really clog up your heart.
That's so he can go home and sleep at night.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I love this freaking documentary, Life According to Sam. It's winning all sorts of awards. I guess the kid is doing some promotion. And
he's playing with little Legos.
He
just like fucking our own E-Rock.
I think you gave it away, and I think I just gave it away as well. I was wondering if he was going to be dead at the end of this movie.
I know, yeah.
But you kind of gave that away last week, which was fine. It didn't blow the movie for me at all.
Yeah.
And now he's like 17 years old. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'd have felt really bad. Like, I was waiting for the end of the movie, and I saw they put some text up on the screen at the end to see what happened with some of these other kids and everything. And I was cringing. I'm going, here it comes. It's like, he's celebrating a birthday. Okay, all right. That's pretty good.
And he loves Dave Matthews. I guess I got to fault him for that one.
Yeah.
Out of every band, I mean, you got Progeria. They're gonna allow you backstage. Why would you pick Dave Matthews? That's the only fault I have with this kid.
He loves Dave Matthews,
and we've done some things with Dave Matthews over the years. He's a good guy, and the bands they're fine. But I'm thinking, you could be backstage with the Rolling Stones or Paul McCartney. They're not going to say no to you. Especially when you wear a baseball cap.
We should interview him and just scream at him for his bad musical choices.
You suck.
He loves Dave Matthews. His father loves Dave Matthews.
And the band was all night. They dedicate a song to him.
Did the one part in the movie where the father was like, I guess I got to admit I'm meeting Dave Matthews because of my son.
Yeah,
but
just using him.
I guess at this point I should admit that, I would be okay with never meeting Dave Matthews if my kid was healthy.
Yeah, my Progeria kid's a real pussy magnet. Bring him around. He's better than a kitten. Bring him to the store. The chicks start talking to me.
And then the other thing is he plays, baseball. They give him the worst position. Why is he the catcher?
I know, right? Well, they probably want as much padding on him as possible.
I don't know. That seems like a horrendous position to play if you got progeria.
Yeah, how many people steal second? Probably everyone that gets up. And that's the 43rd steal of the inning. They just walk to second.
And the kid breaks 2 ribs on an easy ride at Disney.
Oh, I know. It's like on the Dumbo ride, and he breaks 2 ribs.
So I don't know. This movie was great.
It's
this
so well done.
Great.
It looks good. Like, there's only so much you could do with a documentary as far as the cinematography of it goes. But it really, it looked good. It really shows, and pretty quickly. It's not all that long of a film, and
hour and a half.
It shows pretty quickly what these kids and their parents are about and stuff.
And the mom. Oh my God, the mom especially.
Boy. She
really
pretty
took on
driven.
Well, if you don't know, Sam's parents are both doctors.
Yeah.
And the mom pretty much blew off what she was doing before this and set up a whole Progeria foundation and went all in to try to figure this shit out, to try to, get these kids living a little longer at the very least.
Did you see what a fucking just 1 in a billion shot it is at even getting it? Like how they didn't go in depth into the genetics of the whole thing, but they just gave you enough of an example for you to realize how completely random this is. Yeah.
That's why I'm going to go with it again. Giant microscopes. Blow all that shit up and you'll know exactly what's going on.
You need that shit.
And just pluck that stupid one out.
The size of a big fucking television on your wall where you can look.
Giant. It's got to be giant.
There it is. Suck that fucking thing out.
And then just take that little piece that started that domino effect.
Yeah, that's pretty good one, though. A lot of awards.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, good. From the Academy
Where can you
Awards.
see it?
Huh?
Netflix?
It's on HBO.
I think it's on HBO. HBO has the best
thing is everywhere.
Great documentaries on HBO.
Best fucking documentary.
This is being written in every paper is writing about this life according to Sam. I mean, every single paper. And then when all the kids get together for the trial, and you got like.
Oh, yeah.
The Indian version,
which is
the
weird.
Italian version.
Because Progeria kids, for the most part, they look very similar. They got the giant head, the big schnozola, the giant round eyes and everything. But then there's these little ethnic versions of the Progeria kids. So you could see, like, the Indian kid looked like kind of an Indian kid. And,
I want to collect them all.
yeah.
I want to collect them all.
Collect the whole set.
He didn't play baseball. He was just the umpire. I thought he was catching.
Oh, was he umping?
Didn't it look like he was catching?
It looked like he was catching. Yeah.
Was there another catcher in front of him? Because then there was another ump behind him.
Wasn't a Progeria kid.
Whoa.
Yeah. They
all right. Maybe I got that part of it wrong. I don't know.
You see the little harness he's got to wear with his drum?
Yeah, the
crazy harness. It's got to distribute weight over his whole fucking skeleton, or something will crack.
Nothing's stopping the kid.
His little fucking collarbones.
Right.
Those tiny little collarbones.
And then I took a suggestion from a listener, because you got to watch Redemption on HBO. Did you watch
Which
Redemption?
one was that?
It's a half hour. It's too short, and it's such an easy movie to make. I mean, nothing against the filmmakers, but it was basically, it's all the people in New York that collect cans for a living.
Oh, right. I didn't see that one.
And it's only a half hour, and it could have been done way the fuck better, I think.
Yeah.
It was filmed nicely, though. And they kind of, look into some of the lives of the people that have decided that, they need to collect cans to survive.
Bums.
Do they make money?
They make money, I guess. I mean,
how much for a can?
5 cents, I think.
Per can?
Yeah. And they have bags and bags of them, but I don't think it's more than $100 a day, maybe.
If you go to Michigan, they're 10 cents.
Oh, so why would you should go to Michigan then?
Best
You should,
cans, though.
Well, it's everything, cans and bottles.
Oh.
So you should load up a fucking truck with the 5-cent deposits and then drive it to Michigan.
Now you're talking.
And you're getting 10 cents on it if you could figure out the balance between gas and...
Sure, or do it on a plane.
And going
Just
to...
book a flight. And have a few extra little things.
It was all right. You got the Chinese lady that's just a real cocksucker out there. There's an old lady that used to work for IBM or something and won awards as a salesperson, and now she's collecting cans. Of course, you're going to get that type of story in a movie like this. And she's on her corner. She's pretty old, and the Chinese lady is just aggressive as all hell.
Oh, really?
And everyone has their territory and their bags. Like if you got, if you're the one going into this one fucking garbage, it's yours, not the Chinese lady's. Fuck that shit, and she's yanking muscles in, and now the old lady's trying to fight her territory out there with the monsters.
Oh.
But they just touch. There's probably bugs all over these fucking roaches and ants.
We got
all over these cans and bees in the summer. Oh,
we got a couple people in our neighborhood, Jimmy. Every week they go out there, but they have it figured out. They got their own bags and they got gloves on, and they just aggressively go through the garbage really, really fast. Yeah. And then they tie the garbage back up so there's no mess on the sidewalk because they know if they start leaving messes, that's gonna be a problem. They're not gonna be able to go back to that particular building. And in the movie, there's one block where there's 20 people alone that are collecting cans. So, yeah, that was depressing. That's a mom with her 2 kids out there. That's how that's how she's feeding her kids.
She should sell that ass.
Wow. Wow.
We all waved that it was funny, but it was also a good point.
A little tragic and a good point.
Yeah, tragic and valid economic advice.
Exactly.
It was all right.
Yeah.
Redemption was a good idea, but
I haven't seen that one.
It was too quick.
I do like me a good documentary.
I can't get enough of the documentaries.
And there's nothing worse than a documentary that doesn't have a good conclusion. And I mean good, a solid conclusion.
Right.
I saw one recently. It was
open-ended.
And I was like, it wasn't that great. And it's disappointing when a documentary sucks.
Sure.
Yeah, it's you got to kind of wait for this to play out before you make a documentary on it, you fuckwad.
Was there a Seinfeld reference in there?
Huh?
Did you do a Seinfeld reference?
No.
Okay.
Why?
Someone on the phones. And I'm like, I don't think I heard any. He's gone now.
No. Okay. Everybody's all fucking,
we're all on high
ready
alert.
to jump on it.
But some guy said that you made another Seinfeld reference in there.
No.
I'm like, I don't think so.
E-Rock, comment?
Yeah, I thought you did too.
Really?
Where did you think it was?
With the cans where Kramer and Newman are in the postal truck.
Oh, you wanted to leave it at that?
Thanks, E-Rock.
So that's your new bit to deny it now?
Just deny it. I will not admit to it now.
You can't blame E-Rock on that one.
E-Rock
wait, that really was a Seinfeld?
Yes.
Wait, which one?
Well, Kramer and Newman.
Right.
Well, Kramer had tried it earlier, taking the 5-cent depositable bottles to Michigan
for 10 cents.
All right. And he just can't work. The economics don't work out because you use all your overhead is on the gas and getting the truck and everything to take it. So Newman realized during one of these holidays, like Mother's Day or something, he gets extra time with his mail truck and stuff, and he could use his mail truck and use that, and now they won't have to pay for a truck or gas and load it up and go to Michigan. And they figured out the numbers, and it worked perfectly until Kramer spotted Jerry's stolen car with the John F. Kennedy golf clubs in the back and decided to follow him to help Jerry out, and they got off course and screwed the whole thing up. I think actually, yeah, that was a bad one.
Oh, man, I should have got that one.
Yeah, well,
maybe not, though. That one was clever.
I didn't delve into it too deeply. I just figured I'd leave it there. And, E-Rock ratted me out.
Yeah, but then you get the explanation with the music. It's beautiful.
Oh, with the nice music.
It felt morning zoo-ish. It was kind of nice.
It really did. I liked it.
All right, well, that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, @Opie Radio, @Anthony Cumia, and @Jim Norton.